The Super Mario Galaxy movie is dominating the box office this weekend and audiences are loving it. It's estimated to pull in around $370.7 million worldwide on its opening weekend, making it one of the biggest global debuts we've seen in years. For comparison, the first Super Mario Bros. Movie opened to about $387.8 million in 2023. And internationally, it's already brought in over $182 million with the domestic total heading towards $188 million. And in Mexico alone, it pulled in $12.5 million in just 2 days, with projections between 30 to 35 million for its debut, which would make it one of the biggest openings in that market. So now that I've actually seen it, let's dive into my thoughts on what worked. This movie was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of my favorite moments came from Yoshi, played by Donald Glover. And I must first say, I am a huge fan of everything Donald does. And you can really feel his personality in something even as simple as Yoshi sounds. And what was very clear to me while watching this movie is that it is made for kids and Mario fans. I watched it in a Dolby Theater and it was packed. You had kids and fans dressing up in Mario themed looks, and that energy just makes the theater experience even better. And I know one of the criticisms of the movie is that it tries to introduce a lot of characters to expand the universe too quickly. But honestly, I've seen many other animated movies do the same thing, like Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet, just to name one. And with that being said, I do understand the critique. The movie does split into multiple storylines, and it sometimes feels like certain plots could have had a little bit more time to breathe. For me, the biggest one was Peach. Her story is especially where she comes from, and it felt like it had the potential to go deeper. They changed parts of her background, and I wish we had just spent a little bit more time with it so we could have had more of that emotional impact. And, going into Bowser, I really enjoyed seeing him in a slightly different light, going back and forth in ways that we don't always expect. I think a lot of that also worked just because of Jack Black, because the same thing, you could feel his personality through the character, and it made Bowser a lot more likable. And I really love the Lumas. They had the same kind of silly, chaotic energy that kids are going to latch onto. And overall, I really enjoyed all the video game elements. And as a fan, it felt nostalgic in the best way. It didn't feel forced. It just felt fun to see the world brought to life. Same thing with Yoshi. If you think about the games, Yoshi and Mario just worked instantly. And I felt that in the movie too. I didn't need a ton of build up because it just kind of felt natural, right? And I knew what I was going into, and I knew I was going to enjoy the chaos, the cameos, and the overall energy of the movie. I would absolutely watch it again. And I'm positive we will be getting more Mario movies. So let me know your thoughts if you've seen it.